Hey guys, Monolith Gaming here again. You already know that you're on the channel, but I'm going to look at GTFO. There are a lot of things coming out that have just been catching my attention. These aren't my usual style of videos, but I can't help myself at this point. There's just so much going on. As you can see, I do like my horror games. Granted, this is probably the weakest one in the series. It's still fantastic. Anyway, and this kind of stuck out to me. There are a few things I want to go over. This trailer itself is really short, so I'm going to go ahead and play the trailer, and I'm going to talk about a few things over it. I'll pause the trailer here and there, just like I did with the last one, and go over a few things. Now, one thing I want to point out is this game is, as you see, designed by same people that brought you Payday 1 and 2, which is huge, pretty dope, great games. Now, it is 4-player co-op, and that makes me happy, but at the same time it worries me, because there are a lot of 4-player co-op games that have come out where, you got your lobby, you got your dudes or your dudettes, y'all go in, y'all do stuff groovy, but the game falls off. The gameplay, even for an early trailer, it looks pretty crisp. Now, what I'm seeing is, like, it seems that this game is more stealth-oriented. You saw this dude check the wall just to make sure there's nothing on the other side, but the main reason I say that is because of the narrative that they put in it. It might just be a narrative for the trailer. But they said, get in, get it, and get out. So essentially what I'm thinking is you guys are supposed to go in, retrieve something, and it could just be the single mission. Pull it out, and then you're solid, you're squared. Now, what's about to happen, the guy's trying to unlock this vault or safe of some sort, and I'm guessing, this is purely speculation, that he messes up. Mind you, we're seeing the perspective of one of the shooters instead of the perspective of the person picking or breaking into the vault and or safe. They could have a completely different set of controls, commands that they need to actually input in order to get this open. And something's going to trigger it going off and then just completely spawn a horde. I'm thinking that this person was doing it, like the player was doing it, they messed up, it triggered the horde, which brings me back to that point of I think it's more of a stealth, go in, get something, get out kind of deal. I'm sure there'll be achievements to kill this or kill that, or even an achievement to go through this without even being caught or sensed or seen or detected, what have you. But let's watch. I'm going to pause it again here in a second because I want to go over something else. Alright, so they're coming. Now this dude runs up over here, and he sets up a turret. Oh, that's ugly. He sets up a turret. I think that's pretty interesting because it shows that it gives you time to actually, and it wasn't even a lot of time. He just did it really quickly. He went over there, set up a turret, and he was like, alright, they're going to be coming in through this way, so I'm going to have it facing this way, and we're going to get it done. That's pretty brilliant. I'm thinking that based on that, there may be different classes in the game that can do different things, and or there may just be different items that you can get regardless of class, this or that, and the other. I think it would be neat if they do have different types of classes for the game. It'll give it more longevity with playback and group play and just giving it a better edge to it instead of just, okay, you're all the same, you all do the same thing, here are some different items. You can do different things because you have different items, not necessarily you can do different things because you picked a person who suits your playstyle. And I think that's very important when you go into a 4-player game, to pick something that suits your playstyle, or any kind of game where you get into a group. So you're not all doing the same thing, you're not all like trying to funnel in and do one thing. You got your own different playstyles, your own different setups, your own different everything. I think that'd be really, really supreme. But let's keep watching. As you'll see, the horde comes through, and one of my biggest things with this is there are so many games that do this and have done this. And I'm hyped about this game too. I'm going to get it when it comes out. But this actually concerns me. Unless there are multiple modes, which I'm sure there will be, like recon mode, survival mode, things of that nature. Unless there are different modes, I don't think this game's going to have a long life. Because it's like games like Killing Floor 1 and 2, for example. People still play these games, yes, but it's not as big as it could be. It's not something you hear someone talk about in everyday conversation. Right now, this game is going to be talked about a lot by other YouTubers like myself, by the people out in your daily walk or what have you. And with that being said, once it comes out, I want it to keep that. I want it to keep that momentum and actually be something that people just can't get enough of playing. What I don't want is for it to come out and it be something that you burn out on quickly because it's just like every other game with hordes. You just get a group together, you kill hordes, like zombies in Call of Duty, for example. I don't want this to basically be a glorified DLC for another game, is essentially what I'm saying, and I am kind of worried about that. I am, so I don't want to overhype it. I'm kind of just keeping myself on an even kill as to what this game actually could be. Even Even with this, it says work together or die together. I mean, that's a given. But again, there are so many games with hordes and zombies and disfigured creatures, so on and so forth, where you go in with a team and you have to survive. There was even a game that came out recently, top of my head, I can't remember the name of it, not too recently, just within the last year. You actually can get the zombies to work for you, and it's a head-to-head like shooter. And it's kind of like a MOBA with zombies, and you can get them on your side by doing something silly, and they attack the enemies, so on and so forth, yada yada yada. We're not talking about that game, but again, I can't even remember the name of it. So it's not like something that's amazing. It's not something that people casually talk about. And I don't want that to happen at this game. I'm loving seeing these games come out. I like Death Stranding and this. This looks amazing. But at the same time, I can see that there may be potential problems with it. Until we see more, which I am going to follow this game, I want to see a little bit more. I'm very concerned at the point it's at because there are a bunch of games with this premise of four people or a group of people. You got to survive something, so on and so forth. But if it's just the same old every time you play, it's going to burn out. There was a game that came out, Evolve. You had a group of people that you could all play, and then someone played the monster. I can't remember for the life of me if the monster was randomized or not, like what monster you got. Can't remember, but that's not important. The important thing is, everybody was hyped about it. They wanted the game. It came out, and they had overhyped it so much that it wasn't actually what they were wanting. Like, the game died within the year of its release. It just completely died off. And that's disappointing. I don't want that to happen with this, but I believe that it has potential to happen unless we see something more. And this may be outdated. I might have missed some information, but unless we see something more, I have some concerns about this game. Yes, I'm going to get it when it comes out. Yes, I'll have content. Yes, I'll tell you my thoughts on it. But as of right now, I am concerned. With that being said, though, guys, as I always say, have a good day, morning, noon, or night, whatever it is for you. Get some coffee in your life or some tea if you drink that. I'm a big supporter of coffee, though, so Monolith suggests that. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next one. And as always, be cool, guys. Yo-ho-ho-ho!